Sharper Point commentary.
What would you do if you went to the grocery store and while the building was there and you could even see aisles full of food, if you press your nose against the glass of the front doors, those doors aren't sliding open and nobody's showing up to open those doors. And even if you manage to pry the doors open, there's nobody inside to check you out. You can see the food, but you have no way to access it. If we were faced with that situation, we'd all panic. Well, when it comes to feeding the minds of our children, Arizona should be in the panic mode because, as our education reporter Shira Tanzer has been telling us in depth this morning, we have a shortage of the workers who make the meals for our kids' minds, teachers. And Arizona's teacher shortage is not only not getting better, State Superintendent Tom Horn says it has the potential to get a whole lot worse.
You're losing more teachers than are coming into the profession.
Losing more than are coming into the profession, and we're already behind the eight ball. According to the Arizona Department of Education, about 12,000 teachers left their positions in our state between October 2023 and October of 24. Our ongoing teacher shortage is impacting almost every Arizona classroom. Yeah, a great teacher is worth her or his weight in gold. And I know plenty of people who think we need to pay teachers accordingly, 100 plus pounds of gold. But since a bad teacher is worth their weight in cockadoodie and should be flushed, is just increasing pay across the board the answer to our teacher shortage? Arizona's teacher shortage is far-reaching, impacting students, parents, teachers across the state, because they aren't enough teachers to put in the classrooms that exist, and schools are having to turn to other options. And those can have some negative effects.
They have to have someone in the classroom, so they use what they call permanent substitutes. They're not trained the way teachers are. A first grade student that has a permanent substitute is not going to learn reading well because the teacher has to be well trained in it.
Yeah, uncertified fill-ins may be a body in the classroom, keeping the kids from going completely crazy, but Tom Horn says they aren't effectively teaching your children. 52% of vacancies have been filled by people not meeting state standards. And we know this all too well at our home. A home that includes my wife, who is a teacher, and two girls who are in gifted classes at their elementary school. Our 9-year-old is having an amazing year because she has an amazing teacher who drives all the way to our North Phoenix school every day from the far Southeast Valley to lead what's called a self-contained gifted classroom. However, my 12-year-old, even though she's qualified for gifted education in the subjects of math and language arts, has nobody teaching those subjects, at least the way they're supposed to be taught. Her regular teacher handles the reading and language arts, and a young man who's an engineer with no training in teaching leads her math class. And frankly, it's led to her hating math because there's nothing being done to fire her imagination. And it's not his fault. He's trained as an engineer. We need more money for teachers. And Tom Horn says it's one of the reasons he supports Prop 123 being renewed at the state legislature. And he also says we've got another problem going on. A contributing factor to our teacher shortage is a lack of support for teachers from the administration at their schools when it comes to discipline. And this thing is, I think, huge because for the teachers who've embraced education as a second career, and there's a teacher at our kids' school who everybody loves, who had a career in financial services and left that to become a teacher. Or the teachers who say what my wife says all the time, I didn't become a teacher to get rich. Well, that's incentive for them to stay in the profession if they know they've got the backing of the administration. But just throwing money at this problem ain't going to fix it. Because, as I mentioned before, even the bad teachers get a raise, and it's incentive for them to stay in the school system as well.
Thanks for watching Sharper Point. Click to see more from Arizona's Morning News and tap the button in the middle to subscribe.